Hello everyone, this is Dawn, and today I'm sitting outside of All Saints Church on a lovely bench, hoping that over the past few weeks we've had lovely weather and that you've had a chance to be outside and discover God in nature, although that's not what today's video is about. So I've been, as you may know, we've been going to the houses of our young people who've been preparing for First Reconciliation and First Communion. They've been preparing all year, but in March they were supposed to come to church for First Penance, but that's exactly when everything closed down. So these poor kids have been not been able to receive either sacrament. So right now, Father Daniel and I are going to their houses to have a little bit of catechesis to remind them about what has been happening, because it's been a long time for all of us. And then Father Daniel hears their confession, all outside on people's lawns. It's really lovely. For me to be able to observe it, I feel very privileged to just see what happens. And, so that has got me thinking about when I received First Penance, and so that day, and my experience was not horrible, but it wasn't the best experience. I remember being in the confessional room, and it was a scary priest, not literally scary, but to me, being a little kid, every adult was scary that I wasn't related to, basically. So I remember sitting in there and first of all worrying about, would I remember the memorized act of contrition that I was supposed to learn, and I'm very bad at memorizing things, so I had that constant fear the whole time. And secondly, I didn't know the answer to what the priest was asking, and he was asking me basically, well, what do you want to confess? And I didn't know. I think I just got so nervous, so I started making up things because I didn't think any of my actual sins were good enough. And it was fine, but it wasn't something that left me like, oh, I can't wait to do this again. And so I don't know if you had an experience like mine, or there are stories that are harder to hear, and so it brings me hope that to see these young people now, hopefully their experience is life-giving and they'll be able to return to the sacrament over and over again. And so this leads me to today's topic, which is an act of contrition, and not an act of contrition. You can tell what I'm still nervous about. An examination of conscience. And so this isn't anything new. It's been on our website. Father Daniel has talked about it before, but it's a very good examination of conscience and easy to do. It uses 1 Corinthians 13, the passage about love is kind, love is patient, love is kind, love is not jealous, it is not pompous, it's not inflated, it's not rude. So it uses that whole passage, but instead of putting the word love in, you put your own name in. And so for me it would be, Dawn is patient, Dawn is kind, Dawn is not jealous, Dawn is not pompous, Dawn is not inflated, Dawn is not rude, Dawn does not seek her own interests, she's not quick-tempered, does not brood over injury, and it goes on. I think by the time I get to the third one, I think, oh my goodness, I'm very convicted of the times that I've fallen short, which makes this a very good examination of conscience. And it allows me, when I sit down and reflect on this, what is at the root? What is causing me to be jealous? And to really, instead of just having a laundry list of things, of places that I've sinned, but what is causing me to, so that when I go to confession, I'm helped and I can continue to grow and I have new life within me. And so I'd invite you to use this examination of conscience. I'll link to the end of this piece of paper that might be helpful. You can do it at any point. I actually also, on a daily basis, I try, and as I'm driving, I think through the love is patient, love is kind, because it's good on a daily basis to figure out where I am, but then also right before I go to confession. And if you'd like to go to confession right now, it's very simple. You just call, email, text Father Daniel, probably even send a smoke signal, and he'll set up a time to meet with you. And whether it's been since you were in second grade the last time you went, or if it's been last week, please take this advantage. It will leave you more whole. You will be healed and challenged on your way to grow in your relationship with God, to heal your relationship with other people. It's well worth this. The amount of, you might feel a little stressed ahead of time. Afterwards, it's so life-giving. So please take the advantage and have a great day.